Welcome to part 5 of this video series on how to use the NASB at lockman.org. You'll recognize this is the home page again, and down here we see this little block, which is the main thing we're concerned about on this page, maybe even the only thing we're concerned about on this page. I'll remind you again that you get here by www.lockman.org, and here we are with our little block. We've been looking at this section here on where you enter a verse like John 3:16, but this time we want to switch, and this is when you know the word that's in the Bible, but you don't know where it is. You don't know what book of the Bible, what chapter, or what verse. So let's say you want to, you remember there was a verse about the Pharisees. So we'll enter the word Pharisee. Now our choices here are that we can do the whole Bible, just the New Testament, or just the Old Testament. This choice we don't ever want to make. This is for the NASB or the Amplified. The Amplified is just another English translation that the Lockman Foundation does. And I'm not trying to discourage you from using it. You might find it helpful, but I don't use it very much, and that's certainly not the focus of this video series. So we're going to do a search on the whole Bible, and here we go. Let's see what we get. Okay, we see up here, these are results 1 through 20 of 93 total, and it reminds you of what the search was for. It was for Pharisee, and I put in the singular version, without the S, just because knowing that there, might be an occasion where it was used in the singular, and I didn't want to miss that. Down here at the bottom, you see the number of pages, and this is standard. It'll usually put 20 verses on a page when it returns search results like this. And you see there are 5 pages all together, and we can page through all of them. It's 93, so it's a lot to look at. And they've put in bold print the search term on every verse. Of course, you see that lockman.org will give you the words of Jesus in red, just as if it were a red letter Bible. And there you have it. So let's pick another word. And here we've got this box. We don't need to go back to the home page because we've got this box on every page that comes to us. So let's try the word love. That probably shows up in the Bible a lot. And sure enough, there it is, 572 times. Again, 20 results on the page, and here we are at the bottom, 29 pages in all to get through all of them. So let's say, well, I want to see how love is used in the Old Testament. I'll have to re-enter the term, and we see 281 times. So it's used a good bit in both Testaments. And you can see when you enter a word like love, it picks up any word that has those 4 letters in it. So if it's loved or unloved, it will pick that up. It'll pick up the word beloved. I don't see beloved on this page, but if we went through all these pages down here, we would eventually see it. So it's a very rigid search engine here. It's not flexible, as I showed you in a previous clip. If you don't get exactly the right words, it won't work for you. So that's how the word search works. Why don't you spend a little bit of time and try it out yourself?